Sometimes the most mundane tasks, and I'm just cleaning out my coffee cup, but like washing dishes by hand, are therapeutic or peaceful or relaxing or rewarding. I live in a one-bedroom apartment by myself. Only have like 4 plates, 4 bowls, 4 forks, spoons, and knives. So rather than use the dishwasher, which takes about an hour, it's strange how long it takes, by the way. I've been washing by hand and kind of enjoying it. I mean, enjoying it might be overstating it, but feels productive. I think when you're productive in the moment with what you're doing, it brings peace to you. And I don't know, for some reason, washing dishes brings me some peace. Wonder if you guys feel the same. Drinking a first time coffee today, the Toasted Coconut by Cameron's. Had the cinnamon sugar cookie yesterday. I'm interested to see how the toasted coconut tastes. Let's grab a seat over here. I got the lights off today. Kind of cloudy outside. Is that too dark? Is that too dark? Does it matter? I don't know if it matters. Good morning, Big Henry. Good morning, Chip. Hello, 55. Hello, Natalie. Chip says everything in the dishwasher. Well, Chip, I don't know. I mean, I've certainly felt that way. And I've certainly used the dishwasher at times in my life. And maybe when you're washing dishes for a family with 4 kids and 2 adults, maybe washing by hand isn't that peaceful. For me, I kind of find it peaceful. I don't know if anyone else does. I'll bet you other people do. Let's see. Today is Nick's birthday. Happy birthday to you, Nick. It's 2 very special people in my life's birthday today, too. It's my son Augie's birthday, and it's my daughter Erin's birthday. Today, April 30th. I got 3 kids. I might not be able to do this anymore with this candle. I'm gonna have to go out and buy one of those long lighters. I want to get it done though. I want to get it done one last time. I think I got it. Determination. I've got 2 brand new candles waiting for me in the closet, but I don't know. I mean, these candles aren't even halfway done. I shouldn't get rid of them. You know what I mean? This is a 3-wick candle bought for me from a friend, but I don't know what happened to 2 of the wicks. 2 of the wicks kind of went into hiding. So now it's just a 1-wick candle. I think I almost prefer 1-wick candles. I'm kind of cheap, and I think when you're using a 3-wicker, it almost goes too quickly. I kind of think this solo flame is beautiful. And then there's those flames, those candles with the like little wood stick wick, the crackle and sparkle. Those are kind of interesting. I think they might burn a little too quickly as well. Hello, Makala. Hello, Salamander. Hello. We got a lot of weird names on there. Miss Makala. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Good morning, Batty Lynn. Hello from India. It looks like we got a large Indian population on today. Again, that's not a problem for me. We got a big amount of people in India. So if I can dominate the Indian audience, I wonder how many people out there in India are competing for this niche. Probably not many. To get that long lighter in. Yeah, no, I know, Rainey. I got to get that long lighter. Let's see. Am I Bruce Willis? No, I'm well. Thank you. But I'm just waking up. Don't put the cast iron in the dishwasher. Oh, I know. You asked for candles for Mother's Day. Candles are great. Let's see. Happy birthday to my kids. I hope they have the happiest of birthdays, and I'm sad I'm not going to see them. Let's see. I can't give you advice just yet. It's too early. You can ask for advice in a little bit. You guys are just, I'm just going to flip to the end. I'm flipping to the end. I can't catch up. I can't catch up. I apologize. I feel bad. I like to read the comments. I don't like to ignore anybody. But I haven't done my intro. I haven't sipped my coffee. And the comments were coming faster than I could read them. My eyes are feeling a little fuzzy. How do you tell your girlfriend's parents that you're dating? Why do you got to tell your girlfriend's parents that you're dating? I think somebody asked, how do I tell my girlfriend's parents that we're dating? I think that's the girlfriend's responsibility. You don't knock on the door and say, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson. I wanted you to know that I'm dating your daughter. You know, maybe when the time is right, I think it'd be nice to ask I'm a little old-fashioned, ask the father's permission to propose to his daughter. I think that's generally well received. But I don't think it's your responsibility to alert your girlfriend's parents that you're dating. I mean, do you even know them yet? But anyway, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Wednesday morning. It's April 30th. I think back to this day 19 years ago and 4 years ago. And the chaotic days that they were for different reasons. Totally different births. Different human beings. But the start of something neat in both cases. Yeah. But anyway, again, it's Wednesday morning. It's April 30th at 6:24 a.m. Happy Wednesday. This is Coffee with Ken, which is a show I've done for quite some time. It is a show about me talking. It is a show about me sharing some feelings, sharing a little bit about the adventures that we have in life. Because we all got them. We all have them. We all have experiences and stories to tell and similarities between us. We all have highs and lows and challenges and glorious moments and moments of sadness. And for some reason, I like to share the whole story. Not the whole story. I like to have coffee. I like to talk. I like talking while having coffee. What am I to do? My name is Ken. I met a Ken last night. There's not many Kens born these days. I asked him how old or what year were you born? He said 69. I go 68. Must have been a popular time for Kens. Not very many Kens out there. Any expecting moms and dads out there? May I suggest you bring the Ken name back? Then they can start a show called Coffee with Ken and accomplish all that I have. Be everything their dreams could be. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. You know it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee. I think it's the toasted coconut. And I am so excited to have my first sip. My hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh, I'll tell you, that's nice. I think that's really nice. Yeah, I think that's really nice. Oh. Maybe I was more open to the possibility of it being delicious than yesterday. I remember having my first sip of the cinnamon sugar cookie. Maybe it's just the cinnamon sugar cookie didn't do it for me like this toasted coconut is. But boy, it's nice. Oh, that's good. That is good. Somebody was expecting a British accent from me. I can't even fake one. I don't even know how to slightly do one. I might be the worst accent person in the history of anyone that's ever tried doing accents. Bones is at school right now. It blows me away. It blows me away that kids can bring their phones into class. Somebody named Bones says, hello, he's at school right now. I just don't think there's any way. I don't know how you stop them. The kids should be able to bring their phones into school for so many reasons. I mean, why go to school if you're going to bring your phone? It's like the ultimate distraction. It's also a cheat sheet waiting to happen. And I mean, I know you do because sometimes I'll FaceTime my daughter and she'll be in school. She'll definitely, I don't know if she answers a class. She might text back while at class. I've definitely FaceTimed and she's like at lunch and stuff like that. What were school distractions in the 80s? What were school distractions in the 80s? For me, good-looking girls. Debbie Mackey. I'm still friends with Debbie Mackey. I mean, friends through Facebook. If there's a one that got away in my life, and I wouldn't say she got away because there was never any romance whatsoever. But I had a crush on her for most of my high school and junior high life. I remember hoping I'd get to sit next to her. She was really nice and pretty. Pretty smart as well. Let's see. Debbie sounds like, I don't know if she was that. I don't know if she was that. Hello from Papua New Guinea. How are you? How are you? But yeah, I don't know. The kids should have phones in school. There's always a kid in 8th grade with a beard. I don't know if that's true, Damon. Is there always a kid in 8th grade with a beard? I don't remember any kids that had beards when I was in 8th grade. By the way, I've grown. This is my 3rd day of stubble. My 3rd day of stubble. Oh. Well, welcome for joining Cece May. She said hi. She's new. We like new people. We like old people. Am I old? I mean, I guess it's a matter of perspective. Somebody asked me why am I on why am I on YouTube, old man, just a minute or two ago. I don't know, to drink coffee, to go live, to build an audience, to show you young whippersnappers how to do it. You guys think you're all cool with your memes and your GIFs and your phones and your slang and your terms. I'm showing you that we old folk know a thing or two as well. And that you can't possibly, no matter how talented you are and bright-minded you are and tech-savvy you are, I don't think you can make up for determination and grit in any other way. And I'm out here to show that determination and grit matters too. And although I might be older than the average social media guy or girl, it's working. It is working. Connor says I'm not old. Well, thank you, Connor. You're right. I am experienced. I am experienced. Do elders always know best? No. No. Sometimes a young fool grows up to be an old fool. Connor wants us to get back to what's important. Oh yes, the coffee. So I'm drinking the toasted coconut by Cameron's today. Well, thank you, Cece May. Somebody called me old earlier. It hurt. I was scarred. I'm still talking about it. I can't let it go. Afghan girl called me bro. Hello, bro. Hello to you, Afghan girl. ¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo está? Can you please show my YouTube channel? No. No. Americans like watching ATV. How am I? You look like 30. Well, thank you. I don't know that I look like 30. I think I'm doing pretty well, though. I feel pretty good for being 56. For being 56. For having a 19-year-old and a 4-year-old. And a 2.5-year-old, but the child is significant, but it's not her birthday today. Oh, I just cracked my neck. Felt kind of good. We got a great audience today. We got 64 people watching. We already have 27 thumbs up. I wonder if we have any new subscribers. Has anybody out there subscribed yet? I don't even know what's happening. Suddenly I'm picking up like 20 and 30 subscribers a day. Which reminds me, hold on, can I get some coffee? I was about to bring a tough, pretty subbed. Just something is a new subscriber. Do I speak Russian? No, I don't speak Russian. My dad took Russian in school. I always found that strange. I never thought there was an opportunity to take Russian in school. There were no Russian classes when I went to school. Maybe in college. Certainly there must have been a Russian class at the University of Illinois. But I don't think, outside of my dad, I've ever met anybody that said they took Russian. Not that there's anything wrong with taking Russian. Maybe we would get along better with Russia if we tried to learn their language. I don't know. Damon says, everyone always forgets that we border Russia. I'm thinking about that. Damon's giving me a geographical lesson. And I'm thinking of the Aleutian Islands. But you can't border another country via an island, via water, can you? I would think the definition of a border is land connected, not water connected. But anyway, I was going to go get some more coffee because I had a few things I wanted to talk about. Checking out my audience, checking out how long we've talked. Yeah, we don't really border, but it's close, yeah. Well, I'm aware Alaska is what's next to Russia, but there's a strip of Alaska, the Aleutian Islands, I believe they're called, that go very far that direction. And our western, by far our westernmost points. Oh. Damon said it's frozen 75% of the time, so it's connected by solid ground. I don't know that ice counts as a border. Especially ice that's only 75% there. So I don't really think we border Russia. I don't think definitionally, that's kind of a fun word. Say it with me. Definitionally. It's a long word. Imagine writing that. Whew. I'd have to get started early and go late. With my handwriting, I would not be satisfied with how it looked. You would not be able to read what word I'm trying to say. I am doing very well, thank you. What time is it for me? It is 6:39. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a little more coffee. You guys should get an apartment with high ceilings. It's kind of fun. You talk, and it makes big sounds. Wow. There's a lot of activity out there. I don't know if you see it. Yeah, look at all the flashing lights. There's, I don't know, 4 or 5 cop cars, a fire truck, an ambulance. Hope everybody's all right. Big city living. I guess I used to hear a lot of sirens in Naperville as well. And it's weird. Appleton, Wisconsin, where I'm from now, is population about 75,000. And Naperville, where I lived a few months ago, is about 150,000. But despite the difference in population, I almost feel like this is a big city and Naperville wasn't. Naperville was just a continuation of the western suburbs, kind of a never-ending span of people, of subdivisions and townhomes and what have you. Where I think Appleton kind of stands on its own a little more. It definitely does. How do I drink my coffee? I most often drink it black. Thank you for asking. Somebody's asking, continuing to ask if I'm off today. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. I've been working at a job for about 3 months now, and I like it a lot, and I'm good at it. And I interviewed for a different job last week, and I have a second interview this week. And I'm a little torn. I know I'm good at the job I'm doing. I know I like what I'm doing. I know the money is somewhat limited. I don't think the upside earning potential is great at the job I'm at, but it pays regularly, and I work regularly, and I'm good at it, and I like it, and the people like me. So to consider leaving it for the unknown, I mean, maybe it's not just for money. Maybe it's not just for money. Maybe it's the possibility of what could be. Oh, so good. So good. No, I've never tried Vietnamese coffee. Random goalkeeper said hello. And Funny Dog wants to know how much sugar is in my coffee. I mean, I guess because the show's called Coffee with Ken. And I guess, because I'm sitting here drinking a cup of coffee, people are going to ask what type of coffee I'm drinking. Yeah. Oh. So it's Wednesday morning. Feeling kind of quiet. Feel like I got cheated out of some of my sleep. The morning came quicker than I was expecting. I couldn't really believe that the skies were lightening out this morning. Couldn't have really been 6 o'clock when I woke up. Certainly it's still 2 o'clock in the morning. God, why are you turning on all the lights? It's only 2 o'clock in the morning. Have you checked your clock, your watch? Wonder if God wears a wristwatch. Wonder if he does. If it's Apple Watch or more of a classic watch like I wear. What do you think? Would God wear an Apple Watch? If he was wearing a watch, I'm pretty sure he'd be wearing a classic watch. You know what I mean? Do I drink turmeric? No. Or turmeric. Are my kids having a combined birthday party? Certainly not. Yeah, certainly not. Turmeric. I don't even know what turmeric is. I think it's like something they advertise on Fox News. Because I believe my dad and my sister used to take it and talk about it. And almost I feel I don't even have TV. I don't even have TV. Wonder if I'm ever going to get a TV or ever going to get a couch. There's a spot for my TV and my couch right along that wall or that wall over there. Or is this the way I want it to be? Am I ever going to get a real mattress? I tell you what, I sleep on an air mattress and I'm perfectly fine with it. Probably if I had a wife or a partner or whatever, maybe if they were moving around on the other side of the air mattress, it might move too much. But I'll tell you what, it sleeps well. Somebody's saying, so basically my apartment is empty. I don't think it's empty. I think it's filled with love and light and warmth and peace and goodness. Somebody wants me to get a semicircular sofa. Hey, that's fun to say. Semicircular sofa to fill in that area. Well, I'm going to. I think I'm going to. But I was just opening up myself to the possibility that I might not. That I might just have those 3 little boxes there. I mean, I could probably put them in the closet. I've got room to hide them. But I almost feel that spot would be more empty then. I mean, the spot would be more empty by definition. I think my boxes over there provide some level of warmth. Am I a minimalist, Steve RS? No, not intentionally, but I think I'm learning the benefits of it. I think when I think I own so much stuff, less stuff than I used to. I used to be married, and I think certainly both the women that I was married to liked things, and I don't mean like valuable things, I mean liked accumulating things more than I did, especially my second wife. If there was an open space in the home, she wanted to decorate it or fill it with something. And to me, I think I started feeling suffocated because every little inch of our house was filled with something. And I don't mind having open spaces. I kind of like it. I've been in some tough financial straits over the last few years and have had to travel very light, or been blessed to travel very light, and have learned the value of less things and not more things. I think we are trained to accumulate stuff, and a lot of that stuff's not necessary, and just kind of gathers dust and, I don't know, fills you up with yuck. I tell you what, one of the best feeling things you can do is go into your closet and get rid of 25% of the things in there. You know, I bet you everybody watching has shirts and that they haven't worn in a year hanging in their closet. I bet you every one of you has a shirt you haven't worn for a year hanging in your closet. And you're saving it for that one day where you want to wear a topaz colored sparkly shirt. I know I did it with sweatshirts, and I talk about this a lot. Like, I'd save old sweatshirts or old t-shirts going, I might play football with my friends and I'm going to want to wear this on the day after Thanksgiving, and I haven't done that in 35 years. Well, what about the next time I, want to roll in the mud? I'm going to want this sweatshirt. And you're going, it takes up space in your mind and your life. And cleaning out your closet is just a great feeling. Steve R., I'm literally doing the closet cleaning today because it was on my mind before I suggested it. Well, Steve R., I hope you tune in tomorrow and tell me how and the audience how you feel. It feels so good. I don't even have a garbage can in here. I'm not suggesting you shouldn't have a garbage can, but I just don't. The thought of buying a garbage can, it's not a priority. I should get a couch before I should get a garbage can. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. But either way, I've got a plastic bag, grocery bag on the counter that I put my garbage in. And I tell you what, it feels so good taking it out and throwing it away. Haley says she hates cleaning. It stresses you out. Haley, I'll bet you cleaning doesn't stress you out. I bet what stresses you out is the guilt from having a dirty apartment. And I bet you the concept of cleaning might stress you out, but I think cleaning itself will relieve stress. I just don't know how it can't. I was talking about it at the top of my show about how washing dishes by hand is relaxing and feels productive. I'll tell you what, cleaning, if you're struggling and you're fighting with anxiety or mental health issues, I think probably a lot of people come to me because I talk openly about my mental health challenges, my deals with depression and anxiety and my emotions. And I had a woman reach out the other day to me and send me a message and asking what she should do. And I sent her a link to a positive affirmation channel that I like. And I hope she listens to it, because I know for me that started turning my thoughts around. And sometimes till you get your thoughts turned around, it's hard to get up out of bed or get off the couch or do anything. But I'll tell you what, cleaning is underrated as a mental health, for its mental health benefits, because you feel productive. You're occupying your mind and your body, and you're moving forward, and you're proud of what you've done. And somebody just said something about guilt and shame. Yeah. How often you walk by a mess in your house, or a garbage that needs taken out, or a stain on the wall, and put it down as something you need to get to, or you need to clean that, or you need to take the garbage out, or you need to mow the lawn, or you need to empty out the closet. I'll tell you what, taking action on all that stuff makes you feel so much better. And you don't have to clean it all in one day, or do it all in one day, or pull all the weeds in one day, but just doing a little bit and making some slight improvement feels so good. John B. says he needs to empty out his garage. My advice to you, John B., or Haley, who also says right now there's filthy dishes and clothes everywhere. John B., the thought of emptying out your garage probably seems more than you're willing to take on. But I'll bet you that you can, in 2 minutes, get rid of something in your garage. And Haley, I bet in the next 2 minutes, you can clean a few plates and put them away. And I think both of you, it's kind of breaking the seal and getting started and moving forward. And I think so often, for all of us, in every aspect of our lives, we're afraid to get started because we think the task is too great. But if we break the task down into one tiny little step, you get started. You could say it about getting in shape. The concept of getting in shape is massive, and it's a long commitment, and nobody can start, it's hard to take that on, but you can certainly drop to the floor and do 10 push-ups. Yeah, Haley. Haley says she's going to start today. Haley, can I ask you a favor? How about you get up from your phone and you go clean one plate and put it away right now and come on back and tell me you've made progress. Because you said you're going to do it today. A lot of people say they're going to do it today or tomorrow or next week or after the first of the year or next month or some later date. And then they kind of put it off because life happens. It's 5 a.m. Where are you? All right. Well, Haley, you do it when you do it. But tune in tomorrow and I'll cheer you on. You haven't slept. Haley hasn't slept. Well, I'll tell you what then, Haley, I'd encourage you to, because your mind's running and you're feeling there's dirty dishes and clothes everywhere. And you're not at peace. And a lot of times I'll wake up in the middle of the night and try and fall back to sleep and I can't. And I'll get up and do something. It kind of calms the mind. I'll edit a video or download a video or send an email or send a text message, and it'll kind of put me to peace that I move forward a little bit. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. You're a good man. Thank you for spreading positive blessings. But you're past fixing. You're not past fixing. Somebody said they're past fixing. Again, I think whoever said that is looking at fixing as some grand miracle that they're going to go from where they are today to in some great spot tomorrow. I think you're thinking too big. Think smaller. Move forward. Do something. I don't know what that is. Malik's talking. Ariana is talking. Hello, Ariana. Huh. Coach Will, you seem like you're trying to cause troubles. Are you trying to cause troubles? Do you want to be here or do you not want to be here, Coach Will? Do you need attention so bad that you're going to say that? Is that what you're trying to do? I don't think you want to be here. Hello, Fauzia. How are you? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Sevenfold says Bible equals basic instructions before leaving Earth. Good morning, Carpenter. How are you? On a scale of 1 to 10, what is my favorite coffee? See, that doesn't make sense, F. You said on a scale of 1 to 10, what is my favorite coffee? That's like non sequitur. Hello from Sweden. How are you, Robin? Ariana's off to school in 8 minutes. Well, Ariana, you have a wonderful day at school. I wonder if you bring your cell phone into school. It's almost evening there. You are good. I'm good. I had a friend from Sweden once. When I was living in the dark apartment, he was my next door neighbor. When I started Coffee with Ken, he was my next door neighbor. We used to hang out, 2 dudes. He was a good guy. Hope he's doing well. He was super successful. He must have been living in a dark apartment too, because his was next door. But he didn't look at it as a dark apartment. He looked at it as a new opportunity and uh, doing his thing in a new country, in a new city. And for me, I was in a dark place, so it felt like a dark apartment. He was a good guy. I think he was paid really well because he spent a crazy amount of money on like the finer things. Like he had very fancy wines and foods and knives. Hello, Vic from Compton. How are you? Is it colder outside or at night? That's the same person that asked me on a scale of 1 to 10, what's my favorite coffee? So they're kind of asking weird questions. So I don't know if I like that or don't. I like unusual questions, but not ones that really don't make any sense. Is it late in the States? No. Coach Will, you're again being harsh. Have I smoked up my morning blunt yet? No. No, I don't. Huh. We got some strange comments on. We have some strange comments on. Good morning, 14 Marathon. I was hoping somebody that I knew and could trust and wouldn't say scary things would hop on. And I appreciate you being here from sunny Downers Grove. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to get some more coffee and I'm going to miss a few of your comments. Good morning, Jovan. Am I your love? Good morning, Chapter Chaser. Hello, Michelle from Michigan. What a fun audience we're having. I mean, not all of you are fun. Some of you are being rather negative. I don't know why anyone would hop on in the morning to be negative. Hello, Opal. I appreciate that. Really, why would somebody hop on to be negative in the morning? Certainly, throwing around mean words and mean insults can't be a great way to start your day. I think it's a cry for help. It's got to be a cry for help. If you wake up and you're so pissed off that you're going to hop on my stream and say mean things, there's something wrong with you. What's the purpose of this chat? What's the purpose? What is the purpose of this chat? I don't know. It started like 6 years ago. And I just started talking, drinking coffee. And I realized that people liked watching me talk and drink coffee. Just realized people like watching me talk and drink coffee. And the more I talked and the more coffee I drank, the more people watched and the more my subscribers grew. And it always felt pretty good for me. It always felt pretty good for me. I enjoyed it. Let's see. Do I help needy and poor people? I think I help people all the time. I think my show helps people. I think there's people right now that are struggling with issues, and me talking about my own issues helps them. Are they needy and poor? I mean, I don't specifically target needy and poor people. I'm gonna drink some coffee. Go get some more. Hold on. How long have we talked? About 50 minutes. My hour flies by. I talk for about an hour every morning. Am I in my apartment or the coffee shop? I'm in my apartment. I'll probably be in a coffee shop later today. Hold on. Oh. Oh. Thank you. It's been awfully windy here in Wisconsin since I moved here. Rain Man's gonna go get some coffee. Ariana is now in school. Well, Ariana, go enjoy your day of school and try and learn a little bit and try and get a little bit better and try and be kind to those around you. Random things, any topic that comes up. Somebody asked me yesterday if 100 men could beat a gorilla. What kind of coffee is this? It's hot. Look. It's Cameron's. It's toasted coconut. It was on sale. And it's tasty. Anthony says they'd get torn up by that gorilla. I was thinking about it. I answered last night thinking the 100 men could eventually take down the gorilla. And I think they could if they had a plan. You wouldn't want to be the first one to close in on the gorilla. Because gorillas are really strong. Probably have big jaws and teeth and would bite your head off. Do I have a moderator? I don't have I might have a moderator on or two, I'm not sure. I have moderators from time to time. But on YouTube, it doesn't seem like that big of a issue. When I refer to my dark apartment, was that in 4 Lakes? No, it wasn't 14 Marathon. It was in Naperville, near Washington and Ogden Avenue. I moved from 4 Lakes to a nice, kind of actually a crappy little home, but in one of the coolest neighborhoods in Naperville. And thought I'd fallen in love and moved that love into my house, and we didn't get along at all. And moved out, and it was my house. I moved into an apartment and thought I missed the person, and I certainly missed the house and the neighborhood, and started doing my show. So it was in a little apartment it was actually a kind of nice apartment, but the house was an older home with maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 apartments subdivided into little apartments. And it was actually kind of a nice apartment. It had hardwood and a fairly nice kitchen. It did not have a bathtub. You know I didn't like that. But no, it wasn't in 4 Lakes. I lived in 4 Lakes from like 2013 to 2017, after my first divorce. That was actually quite a bright apartment, honestly. I had a beautiful view. Did I serve in the military? No, I did not. Optimism is a happiness magnet. I kind of think optimism is a happiness magnet. I tend to look on things on the bright side. I think it annoys some people. I think that's why some people maybe don't like me. Because they don't like to look at things on the bright side. They'd rather be mean and nasty. Do I listen to any metal? Well, I'll say 3 hard rock bands that are some of my favorite. I don't think they're metal, but would be Led Zeppelin, Metallica, Judas Priest, and AC/DC. are four of my favorite bands. I don't think any of them are metal. I mean, Metallica and Judas Priest is pretty heavy metal, aren't they? I mean, they're not like thrash metal or whatever, but I mean, I don't know. Those are four of my favorite bands. Does that count as metal? Somebody said humans are drawn to negativity. That's why negative video stories, news are always the most popular. Maybe that's why my show only has 6,800 subscribers. And if I flipped it on its head and became hateful, it'd have 680,000. I want to give my little brother the weirdest gift possible for his birthday. Do you have any ideas for your little brother for the weirdest gift possible? Molly, I don't have any idea about what the weirdest gift possible would be for your little brother. Oh, but it's Wednesday morning. It is Wednesday morning. Where am I from? I'm from Wisconsin. When can you say where you're from? Like, even when I was living in Illinois, I'd say I'm from Naperville, but that always felt a little funny. Because I really feel like I'm from Downers Grove, which is where I grew up, and I spent my first, 15 years. Yeah. Do I listen to that band? No, I don't, Anthony. I've never heard of that band. Never heard of that band. What a great audience. We got 83 people watching. We got 59 thumbs up. If anybody new here, please subscribe. I'm scratching my way towards 7,000 subscribers. Oh, this is what I was talking about. So I got a job that I like. I like the people. They're nice to me. I'm good at it. I work hard. I feel productive. I help people smile. But financially, I think you can only get to this level, roughly where I'm at. The upside is not great beyond it. So I have an interview on this week for a job I've never done. For a job that I think I could be really good at, that I think could pay me more, that I think maybe I'd enjoy, but I don't know. And it's kind of hard to leave a job you like that for the first time in almost my life covers my bills, not by much. It's not, I can't take vacations or buy fancy things, but at least my bills are covered. And that gives me a lot of peace as a twice divorced dad with a ton of financial responsibilities. But to leave that for the unknown, I don't know. Is it possible to upgrade the full-time benefits with my current job? No. I mean, possible, but not a path I'd like to take, not a path I have any interest in. Somebody's saying twice divorced, that's crazy. Is that really crazy? Is twice divorced really crazy? I'd like to know what percentage of the population in the United States is twice divorced. Good luck, man. Always hard taking risks. Might pay off for you, but you'll never know without trying. God's got you. You're right about that, Mr. Jiggle. Uh, do my ex-wives watch the show? I don't know. I'm not sure. I certainly know they know of it. I certainly know. I brought coffee with Ken mugs. I've been divorced from my first ex-wife, my first wife, for about 12 years now. And we communicate. We got two beautiful daughters together, and we got a good relationship. And she was almost embarrassed to tell me a few years ago that one of her friends from work watches my show and wanted a mug. So I brought her a mug and met her. I think her friend, my first wife's friend, thought I was a star. By the way, I had my first stranger come up to me and introduce themselves to me in Appleton, Wisconsin, yesterday. I was sitting at the library, drinking a little coffee and doing something, and a woman came up and said, "Hi, Ken." I looked at her, sat next to me, and we talked for a little while. She was real nice, but it was funny. It's my first time that's happened in Wisconsin. I would think this would be a town I would do well in. Yeah. Would a second part-time job be doable? I don't know. My first job isn't really part-time. Would it be doable? If anything, I'd consider this a second part-time job, Osgood. And this is really where I need to focus, because this is really growing and really provides some revenue as well, and something I enjoy and something that matters. Me getting a job at a gas station to create a little more cash, but spend every waking moment working, doesn't sound like it makes sense to me. Hello, Icy Boy. What is happening here? Just a guy drinking some coffee. The sun's coming out a little bit. I don't know, you can see it a little. The clouds are breaking. Yeah, no, I definitely need diet rest. I'm telling you, I'm tired as hell. My first job tires me. Let's see. It's a peaceful day. What kind of coffee? It's the Cameron's Toasted Coconut. It's nice. It is really nice. Oh, it is good. It is good. Should I bring out the bag? Do you want to see the bag again? I showed it earlier. But it is good. It was on sale. $6.99. Somebody was talking about taking risks and you'll never know, and God's got me. I think it's almost something I need to do. Will the new job or adventure be as physical of a job? No, it won't. It won't. It'll have more upside. I've never done it before. But I think I might be crazy good at it. And I think that's the answer. And again, I talked about it, alluded to it the other day. In how I was going to go about the interview. And I said, no, people were telling me what I should do, fake it till I make it. I don't want to fake my way into a job at all. It was funny, and I think about all the jobs I've done in the past and all the interviews I've been on, and I try and sell them and tell them why I would be good for the job when I didn't even know what doing the job entailed. Uh, I'm going to talk to them and tell them about me and who I am and what I bring to the table. But I'm going to ask them if they think I'd be good for the job. I think we're scared to hear the answer. I think we have to convince everybody. But the people I'm meeting with know what the job is, and I don't. So why am I trying to tell them how great I would be for the job when I really don't even know what it is because I've never done it? I can tell them I'm positive, hardworking, friendly, kind, energetic, outgoing. This is me. But I think they should decide whether I'd be good for the job. And if they think I would be, I'll say, well, let's get started. Let's get started. Angela, I'm not sure I am quick to learn. Angela said quick to learn. I may or may not be. I don't know that I am. Somebody said I look like an actor. He usually plays cops, dirty cops. Where did I buy my shirt? I think I bought it at Target. Maybe I am, Angela. I appreciate you saying that, but I'm not sure I am. I sure will give it my best and try really hard. And I can promise them that. And I guess my point is, Angela, I don't want to say things that I don't fully believe, if that makes sense to you. Quick to learn wasn't one of the first things I thought of when I was describing me. I want them to decide that, kind of. What are my plans for today? Well, I'm going to finish up my coffee. I'm going to eat a banana. I'm going to eat an apple. I'm going to eat 2 oranges. I think I'm going to donate plasma today. And I'm definitely going to work later in the day. And between that, I'm going to FaceTime my 2 babies. One's not much of a baby. One is 19, beautiful young girl, young woman. It's her birthday, and my little boy is his birthday as well. I'm going to FaceTime them and tell them how much I love them and how much I miss them. And probably edit some videos, post some videos. I tell you what, there's something happening to this show. And I think you guys know it, and I think the negative people that hop on know it too, and it frightens them. Because they've been telling me for years how my content sucks, and I always say it's the same thing, and nobody cares, and this and that. And I think they'd be deluding themselves if they didn't see the growth that is happening in my life and in this show. 4 months ago, I was living in a Kia Soul. Sad, missing what I thought I should have held on to somehow. I've moved to a new place. I've gotten a new job. I've got another job potentially lined up. I've got a kick-ass apartment. I've got a view. And I'm paying my bills. And it feels really good. Are we alone in this universe? I think without a doubt we're not alone. There's got to be life on some faraway land. Coach Will, why do I annoy the piss out of you? Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Jiggle. Do I consider using my finance degree for a job? Or do I not want to do that type of work anymore? I don't think my finance degree per se, I graduated college, a good college with a good degree 35 years ago. I don't think the piece of paper that I have called a diploma would matter. I think I'm very astute, I'm very smart, and I know a lot of things, and if a bank found me and wanted to incorporate me in their business somehow, I would certainly consider it, but I'm not going to go door to door carrying a diploma saying, hey, see, I've got a finance degree, will you hire me? Because that's just a piece of paper. That's just a piece of paper. Opal wants to know if I'm on TikTok anymore. I post videos there. I don't go live on TikTok anymore. Did I work for a brokerage company? I did. I worked for Lehman Brothers. I worked for Bear Stearns. I worked for Gruntle. Lehman Brothers and Bear Stearns went under in the early, or around 2008 with the mortgage crisis that went on. Was my first job as a bank teller after my financial degree? No. My first job was as like a stockbroker trainee, a cold caller. I think, and it was more of a sales position than a working with money position per se. I don't think a bank would be a good environment for me. I think a bank is kind of sleepy. And I worked in a bank once and didn't like it at all. With my finance degree, how did I get in my situation of owning nothing? It's a long story. Maybe I own and have everything I need, though. You know what I mean? I don't have a couch, but do I need a couch? I'll get one when the time is right. Angela says it won't always be that way. Talking to my kids? I don't know. I mean, life's not forever, so I'm probably not going to be able to talk to my kids forever, but I don't know. I have a great relationship with my oldest girl and with all my kids. So, anyway, we've had a great audience today. I could keep talking, but I mean, the main hesitancy for me in stopping talking is it takes 3 times as long to edit one of these live videos as it does to create this live video. Like, it's taken me 74 minutes and 21 seconds to do this. But it's going to take me 3 or 4 hours to edit this. And for every minute I talk, that's another 4 minutes of editing. I give so much, it hurts. You see the easy part, the drinking of the coffee, the rising of the sun, the chatting it up with you fine folk. The hours I toil over the editing process, trying to find the little nuggets of gold to post as reels and shorts and TikToks. Yeah. But anyway, we got 100 people watching. You know, I don't get to 100 people watching too much. You're supposed to leave them wanting more. You're going to get more. I'm going to tune in, or you're going to tune in tomorrow. The longer I go live, the more push it gives me. Well, see, I'm down to 88. I should hang up real quickly. So I can go. I mean, I'm getting hungry. I don't want to stream for 6 hours a day. I think a perfect amount of time-ish would be me to go live every morning and talk for an hour. Stays fresh for me. I can keep talking all day. I always got a lot to say. But I am feeling hungry. And I am excited about my day. And the sun is rising and the coffee is running low in my cups and my candles are flickering. And I hope you're having a great morning as well. I want to thank you all so much for joining. I appreciate you. And I'm looking forward to my day. And I had a great night's sleep, but it went too quickly. And I hope you had a great night's sleep. And I hope your week is going well. And I hope you're excited about the Wednesday. And I hope you are feeling good. And I hope you're loving yourself. And I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.